Hey, fellow Jedi. I'm Mike, and you're watching Force Within TV. And today I want to take a look at this quote that has come from the Last Jedi trailer. And it is Luke. He says, "It's time for the Jedi to end." And just a profound statement at the end of this trailer. So excited to speculate about this and just chat about some of the different meanings that this could have. So first up, my initial thought to this was that Luke was actually resisting the call to action. So the hero's call to action, this is very, it's part of the traditional hero's journey. Rey does it in The Force Awakens, right? She doesn't want to leave Jakku. Even when she's off Jakku, she wants to go back to Jakku. She doesn't want anything to do with the lightsaber, right? And battling Kylo Ren. So my initial thought, like I said, is that Rey shows up to Ahch-To. She is trying to give Luke the lightsaber, and Luke is just saying, "No way, I am not going to be, the Jedi need to end. I am not going to be part of the Jedi Order. I am not going to train you to be part of the Jedi." But eventually Rey will convince him, right, to take up arms with her, train her, and defeat the First Order. Okay, so that was my initial interpretation. There's also the idea of, and I got this from Jeremy, I believe, was the guy who commented, and this was on OfficalBossk, his channel. We actually did an in-depth review. If you'd like to check that out, links will be down below. But Jeremy had mentioned that perhaps it's a quote that was actually cut off. So it could be, the quote could be, "It's time for the Jedi to end the First Order," or "It's time for the Jedi to end injustice in the galaxy." It could be cut off. Now, it certainly doesn't sound like that initially when you listen to the trailer, but it could actually be. All right, so that's number two. Now, moving on to number three. Luke could actually want to end the Jedi, making Rey the last Jedi to be trained. So, Luke could say, "You know what? The Jedi need to end." If maybe she convinces him to train her, and she is actually going to be the last Jedi. He's walking, Luke is going to walk away from this whole thing. He's not going to take up arms with her and defeat the First Order. He's sort of giving up, throwing in the towel. Now, that doesn't necessarily sound like the Luke Skywalker I'm hoping to see, but it is a possibility, and that's the whole purpose here of this video, is sort of exploring some of those different possibilities. I'm hoping that's not the one we come across. The fourth idea I came across here is Luke could want to return to an earlier way of training. So he may, a lot of the canon has been exploring how Luke has been going out and finding holocrons, right, in the Marvel comics. He's been searching for things in the novels. Maybe he has found an older, ancient way of training the Jedi, and that is, maybe it's more of a gray Jedi training. Maybe it's embracing both the dark and the light, right? And becoming even stronger. So that, I think, is a very interesting possibility. And it's funny, I was making my show notes, earlier while the kids were watching some television before they go to bed. And then, as I got them to bed, I watched a quick YouTube video from Stupendous Wave, and he's suggesting something like that. So very cool that, other people are thinking similar to that along those lines. So the other one, the fifth idea I came up with was that basically very similar to the last one, but instead of actually already having the answers, Luke and Rey have to set off on a journey to find more about, earlier trainings of the Jedi. Maybe Luke confers with Force Ghost Yoda and Obi-Wan, and has been studying a lot of these holocrons that he does have, but he wants to go on a journey to find other pieces to the puzzle. Obviously, the original Jedi Temple, like Ahch-To is rumored to be, maybe it's been confirmed, I don't know, comment below, but there's obviously a piece of the puzzle there. But going out into the world and finding the universe, the galaxy, to find more information might be part of their actual journey. And we see a book, and it looks like that book, and I believe it's actually Luke who's holding the book, is the Journal of the Wills. So sort of connecting to the Guardian of the Wills and what we learned in Rogue One. Learned a little bit about the Guardians, and we did learn that they don't have the same teachings as the Jedi. So perhaps the Jedi Order is going to live. It's just going to be a new iteration of the Jedi Order. So either way, Luke has found maybe a new way to train Rey. And the Jedi Order is going to change into something else, or maybe they need to go out and find some information, some more information to complete her training. It would be interesting if Luke and Rey are out there trying to find this information while Kylo Ren and the First Order are really putting the boots to the Resistance, and then at one point Rey has to make a decision to either continue down this path of looking for more information, right, or actually going and helping the Resistance, similar to what Luke did in Empire Strikes Back. Anyway, let me know what you think about this awesome trailer. Let me know what you think about Luke's profound quote here: "It's time for the Jedi to end." There was certainly a little tear in my eye there at the end when I heard it. It's it's kind of like the end of an era if the Jedi are indeed going to be or come to a close. So thank you so much for watching. Like I already mentioned, check out my full in-depth trailer breakdown on OfficalBossk channel. We sort of take it clip by clip and look at the entire trailer. So I think you'll really enjoy that. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Please consider subscribing, checking out my Jedi Train Like a Jedi series. Maybe check out a recent video, or down in the video description you will find several links to my website, including a table of contents of all the Train Like a Jedi series.